October was a big month of change for us because I switched jobs. But in addition to that, it was also a month of great wins. So today we're going to wrap up October's budget, looking at exactly how much I got paid out from my vacation from my old job and how we budgeted my husband's commission check and the debts that we paid off with that additional income that we received. So let's hop into the October budget wrap up. Hi, if you're new here, my name is La, and me and my husband are on a journey to pay down what once was $200,000 of debt and is now $165,000 of debt. We are a dual income family, and I work as a tax accountant. My husband works in sales. Together, we have 3 daughters, and we are on a journey to change our financial future for our family. So let's go ahead and hop into the last budget for October. All right, so let's get into it. I was thinking about skipping filming this video altogether because it is November 8th when I'm filming this, so we're kind of like a week into November already. And then on top of that, Google decided that it did not want to continue to show ads on my YouTube channel, which means I am demonetized. So what happened was they sent me a notification saying that I needed to prove my identity by adding a picture of my license to my AdSense account. I did that, and then they said they could not verify my identity. So then I had to go through support, and it was just a whole long drawn out mess. But I had to go through support to try to get them to like reset my account so I can re-upload my identity again, which I did do. And after I did that, they said they had to send me a PIN number in the mail for me to verify my address. So I'm still not monetized right now. I don't have ads showing on my videos. And I know in the last video, I said that I wanted to get to $100 for my AdSense account so I can get a payout in November. Well, I got up to $92 before they stopped showing ads. So I would have definitely hit 100 in October. But I didn't because I got demonetized, and I'm still not monetized at this moment. But I do want to continue to make these videos because I am on a journey, and I decided that I want to continue to show you guys the journey. I started this channel to show you guys the journey, not to just make money. So I am doing this last October budget, even though it's well into November and I'm not monetized. So anyways, let's hop into the budget. So I did get payout for my vacation time for my last job. I received that on the 31st, and that was, I guess, paycheck income. And the amount for that was $4,698.72. I had about 100 or so hours of vacation time that I had not used, so they paid me out for that. And then my husband also got his commission check, which was also paid out on the 31st. And after taxes and 401k contribution, that came out to be $16.58 and 61 cents. So that is the income that we got on the last day of October, and we're going to break down exactly how we allocated that money. So we did have a few things to take care of. So what I typically do is budget my last paycheck, which is actually a paycheck for the first 2 weeks of the next month. But because I switched jobs and I now get paid bi-weekly, my next paycheck wouldn't have been until November 6th. And I wanted to use my vacation payout to like take care of debt. So what we did was put aside only $240 towards our mortgage because my husband's extra income that he gets for disability usually takes care of most of the mortgage, but there was a little bit of a difference, so we put that $240 to the side to take care of that difference. In addition to that, there were a few other bills that wouldn't have gotten taken care of from our first paychecks, which my first paycheck came on the 6th, and these bills were just due in between the 1st and the 6th. So the furniture bill, we put $163 towards that. And then daycare, had to take care of a week of daycare. And then for our variable expenses, things that we had to take care of was groceries. And I allotted $150 towards that. Eating out, $50, which I did end up using. We went to Chick-fil-A. My daughter had gotten a Eat Free at Chick-fil-A card on Halloween from school, and this last weekend I took my car to get service because we were saving money in our car maintenance sinking fund to take care of our service. So we did go do that, and since we were out and about doing that, we ate out. And that's another reason why I didn't film a video last week, because where I take my car to get service is an hour away, so it was just a lot. And then I went to a lot personal, like spending money, kind of as like a treat for us paying down 2 debts. So my husband's personal budget was $100. My budget was $150, and I'll go ahead and tell you what I spent mine on. I went to Old Navy and got a few things, and then I just dilly-dallied and just, was out and about, and I went to Old Navy and maybe a few other places and got just a few things for myself. And then I allotted $10 for miscellaneous spending, and I just put that on the back end after I allotted money towards savings and debt. So let's go ahead and move on to the fun part, which is debt payouts and savings. So for savings, as you guys know, my last video, I said we were going to be focused on beefing up our emergency fund. So from my vacation payout, I put $12.50 towards savings. Now, we only had a little bit left on our loan that we took out to cover the negative equity after we sold our other vehicle. So that loan was originally $15,000. We only used about 13 of that, and we obviously put the money back towards the loan. And remaining in October as a payoff amount was $22.23. So loan $22.23 and 49 cents. And then I also want to take care of another debt, which was the Chase credit card that we originally started paying on, but because this loan had a higher interest rate, I switched to focusing on the loan. So anyways, back to the Chase credit card. It had a balance hanging around $1,008. So we took care of those 2 things, and then I still put money towards our sinking fund. So I thought that our car maintenance sinking fund needed more money because I was thinking that service was going to cost about $2,200 for 4 tires, rotation, and I don't know what the service is called, but it's like when they rebalance everything on your car. But that costs $500 for just like that service and the labor. We only ended up needing 2 tires when I took the car to get serviced. So I put money into the car maintenance sinking fund of $400. And after I went and took my car to get serviced, we ended up having $550 left in the car maintenance sinking fund. But A few days later, we realized that one of the tires that they did not replace had a nail in it. So eventually I had to take the car back to get the tire changed. The thing that happened in between the car getting service and the tires and now finding out we needed a tire is my husband went to go chaperone my daughter's field trip. And as he was driving down the road, lawnmower threw a big piece of something, I think it was metal, into the side of my car, and there's a hole in our car door. And I'm gonna probably like pop up a picture just so you know that I'm not being dramatic. Like, there's a big hole in the side of my car. So we have money in our car maintenance fund left over, thank God. But I had to replace a tire, and if the company that owns the lawn service doesn't actually take accountability for like the damage that was done to our car, then we'll have to file a claim on our insurance, and our deductible is $500. So the money for the car maintenance sinking fund is still sitting in there until it eventually gets used, and we won't have any money because I was so happy that we were under budget and we have $550 left over, just to find out, one, we still have to replace a third tire, and two, we likely have to file a claim on our insurance and we have to pay the deductible of $500. So I will update you guys on what's going on with that as it progresses. So far, the owner of the lawn company said that he was going to get his insurance company to reach out to us, and they did not reach out to us on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So we're going to see what happens, but I don't want to keep just driving around with a hole in my car. So if they don't reach out to us next week, we'll likely just file a claim with our insurance. I don't want to, because obviously our insurance is going to go up, but we got to get the car fixed. So I will keep you guys updated on how that progresses. Anyways, back to the last bit of money that we allocated. I put $100 towards our holiday fund, just so we have a little bit of money going towards that. So let's go ahead and add everything up. So our total in income is $6,357.33. Now let's add up our expenses, savings, and debt payments. The total for our savings, expenses, and debt payments is $6,214.49. And that leaves us with $142.84 left over. That is like the final October wrap up. We did pay down the loan and the credit card, and since I'm not doing transfer Tuesdays, what I originally was keeping track of everything through these debt payoff trackers. You can get one free in my Buy Me a Coffee. The link will be below if you want to download a debt payoff tracker like this and utilize it. There is also a savings version of it, so you can set a savings goal and color in the coins as you are progressing on your goal. But anyways, I have not been doing Transfer Tuesday, so I just want to go ahead and take the time to color in the rest of this. So as of October 31st, and you can see, like, I did not do any of this all of October. The last ending balance was $62.36.38, and I'm just going to say throughout October we paid, it's actually throughout October and the last bit of September, we paid all of this off. And the ending balance is a big fat zero. Yes. I've not taken the time to actually celebrate that we paid this off, and I guess filming this, like, the happiness is like arising. So I'm excited that we're finally done with this saga of our debt payoff journey. So let's go ahead and color in these coins. And as I color in, can we talk about the fact that we paid off $15,000 real USD, real dollars of debt? No transferring this loan over to like a credit card or anything. Like, we put in the actual money into this loan, and we did it in literally 3 months, because we took out this loan at the very end of July, and the end of October we somehow, I don't know how, we were just being obedient. And, you know, God, you know, sent windfalls our way, put our bonuses towards this. I got an annual bonus. My husband got a sign-on bonus. I took reimbursements for daycare and put towards this. Like, every extra dollar went towards this. My husband was working overtime, and he's working overtime, and then he has some side business income, and we put it towards that. I sold my couch. If you guys do not remember, I literally sold one of my couches. Like, I've been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I sold my couch. I was selling baby stuff on Facebook Marketplace. We put that money towards this. And in 3 months, we finally paid off this debt. And I'm so glad to be done with this first debt. And I definitely feel like the rest of our debt payoff journey is going to move a lot faster, because this was a very big amount. And we did it in 3 months. So if we did this in 3 months, imagine what we can do in a year. So this is all taken care of. And then I have one more that we started for this Chase card. Originally, we had a balance on this card because we had something happen with our electricity in our house, and we needed to take care of it. And we put it on this card because we did not have the money to take care of it at the time. We didn't have not much of an emergency fund, so we didn't have really much money to take care of this. And we put that almost $1,700 on this card, and then I put it on a payment plan to get it to 0% interest. And in 3 months, look how much stuff has changed. We now have a much larger emergency fund to take care of stuff when it arises. And we've paid off both of these debts. So at the beginning of the period, the balance was $1,008, and we made a payment of $1,008, and the ending balance is a big fat zero. So this card is also paid off. I just give all the glory to God, because I was able to get a pretty good annual bonus, even though I was on maternity leave part of last year. And in addition to that, I was blessed with a new job, and I save all my vacation time for when my kids get sick, or I only really take off time like when they're out of school. So I just had vacation time banked up, and I only get 120 hours of vacation a year at that last job, and it's about the same thing here. I just like to have a good balance of vacation time. Like, I don't like to go over a balance of 80 hours. So I just had it banked up, and all glory to God, I got a new job, and I was able to pay off this credit card as well. So that makes $16,000 of debt paid off in the last 3 months. And I'm just happy. Anyway, so I'm going to do a full debt update this weekend. I'm going to film it, and it will be up either next week or the week after. and we'll get to look at exactly what our full balance is at, because it's obviously not really at 165,000 anymore, because we paid off about 3,000 of that and then minimum payments. And then we're going to do a net worth update as well in that video, so you guys be on the lookout for that video. And then we're going to talk about exactly what is the next debt we are moving on to. So you guys drop in the comments how your October went. I'm excited to see what goals you guys were able to hit or what progress you guys made. So meet me in the comments. Let me know exactly what you were able to achieve in October, and tell me one thing that you're looking forward to in November. And until next time, bye guys.